Adequate sleep is essential for alertness and normal cognitive functioning. In the area of physics education, it is thus important that we ensure that students receive adequate rest for optimal performance. Unfortunately, although young adult college students may require as much as 9 hours of sleep each night, most students sleep much less than this. In a survey of 1,125 college students, only 29% reported getting 8 hours or more of sleep each night. Another large-scale study showed that 82% of college students believe that inadequate sleep has a negative effect on their academic performance. Sleep deprivation can have significant negative effects on problem solving, and studies have shown that getting less than 4 hours of sleep can severely compromise complex cognitive tasks. There have been many proposals attempting to explain the function of sleep, and a recent notable study in mice showed that sleep plays an integral role in facilitating brain waste removal through circulation of cerebrospinal fluid. We speculated that the effect of sleep deprivation may be especially problematic in a challenging course such as physics. The hypothesis of the study is that many students get inadequate sleep the night before a challenging physics exam, and that this sleep deprivation has a significant effect on their performance. Data was collected from an introductory physics class at Loyola Marymount University, Los Angeles, California. The class consisted of 30 females and 16 males, and utilized the Thinking in Physics curriculum, which uses a wide range of research-based interactive engagement teaching practices. The final exam lasted 2.5 hours, and upon completion, students were asked to self-report their hours of sleep the night before. Hours of sleep, as well as several other variables, were used for analysis. The average score on the final was 59%, with scores ranging from 28% to 93%. As predicted, students reported receiving inadequate rest the night before, sleeping an average of 4.8 hours. Reported sleep the night before the exam was significantly correlated with exam performance, with a correlation coefficient R of 0.34 and a p-value of 0.02. The students with the most sleep scored an average of 70% on the exam, while those who received 4 hours or less of sleep had an average score of 53%. The Lawson test is a multiple-choice test that includes questions on conservation, proportional thinking, identification and control of variables, probabilistic thinking, and hypothetico-deductive reasoning. Pre-instruction performance on this test was also significantly correlated with final exam scores. As expected, performance on this test did not have a relationship with hours of sleep the night before the exam. Of all the variables, performance in the class before the final exam appeared to have the closest relationship with final exam score, with the correlation coefficient R of 0.83 and a p-value of less than 0.0001. The results show that, although sleep seems to affect exam performance, multiple factors are likely at work. Because of this, more advanced multiple variable analysis is currently being performed to determine the degree to which sleep and other factors affect exam performance. Nonetheless, the results suggest that adequate sleep is important for optimal performance on exams, and that staying up late to cram the night before may be more detrimental than beneficial. Of course, not all exams may demand the dynamic cognitive problem-solving required by the final exam in this study. What is more, recommendations to students to increase sleep may not always be effective, as sleep deprivation is not always voluntary. One student in the study reported laying in bed for 7 hours, but was only able to sleep for 1 hour. This is not too uncommon. A study of 1,845 college students found that 27% suffered from insomnia or some other sleep disorder. Other factors like cramming the night before may also be a common reason for ignoring instructor recommendations despite the empirical evidence on sleep. A future study will evaluate the effectiveness of instructor recommendations in improving student sleeping habits, as well as the effects that this has on student examination performance. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please look through the links below for information and contacts.